Hi team, this is my justification for the design choices I made while creating this needed infographic. Starting with the overall layout in general, I use proximity when arranging the title and subpoints throughout this infographic. Proximity refers to the grouping of related design elements together. I chose to use this design principle so that my information was organized in a fashion that would make sense to the readers, and this also allows the individual topics to be distinct from one another. I made sure to add in focal points throughout this infographic as well. I made the title of the infographic as well as each subpoint dominant, meaning the level with the most visual weight. The visuals are subdominant, and this is the level that grabs the viewer's attention next. And the additional text is subordinate, which is the least catching aspect to the eye. I use these focal points in order to make the important information and key points stand out, so that in the case that a viewer is uninterested, they see the main points and hopefully something catches their eye. As you can see, the text and visuals in my infographic are aligned with one another. I chose to use horizontal alignment for my infographic. Horizontal alignment means the elements are arranged to a left or right edge. I went with horizontal alignment because it made the most sense for the amount of information I was needing to include. It allowed for the most space and made the text easy to follow for the viewers. For my isotype, I incorporated the design principle of similarity and anomaly. Similarity means that when objects look the same, the viewer will see them as a pattern or group, while anomaly uses the principle of similarity to alter one object in order to draw attention to the difference. I use this when showing the rates of poverty based on levels of education because I wanted to illustrate to the viewers the significant difference holding a higher level degree makes on better living situations. Throughout my infographic, I chose to stick to a simple color scheme of mainly blues and a touch of green. I applied the design principle of color harmony, which means that the viewer experiences color choices in a visual as presenting a sense of order. I use this to allow the main points to stick out from the additional text, hence the blue titles, and so that the visuals would stick out to demonstrate the facts. Notice the blue colors in these as well. Lastly, I applied contrast when creating my infographic to allow certain ideas to stick out. Contrast is the difference in visual weight between the background and the text. I used contrast so that my infographic would effectively push the main points out to the readers and allow for them to be easily read. I didn't want anything to clash or become difficult for the viewer to focus on. That concludes my design choices for this infographic. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns regarding my chosen designs.